Saturday, June 15th's fight cards that were scattered throughout the day gave acute lessons on the sport of boxing over and over throughout each promotion. And the one that we're talking about presently is no different, because when we had a chance to see the WBC interim super lightweight title match between Gary Antuanne Russell and Alberto Puello, this was an opportunity for us to see exactly where Gary Antuanne is and whether or not Mr. Puello was for real or not. And we got our answer. Let's talk about this fight and what happened and how it happened. Yeah. The theater of the unexpected is what boxing was once called by Larry Merchant from HBO. And he was spot on when he said it. Now, there are fighters who have come and gone through this sport that never dreamed that what they faced would actually become evident in their boxing lives. And such is the case with Gary Antuanne Russell from the famous Gary Russell Jr.'s family. Alberto Puello is a fighter who came to fight. And he knows, with the skill set that he has, the age that he is, and being a southpaw, he has several strikes against him. And that being 29 years of age, he's 5'9", which is tall for that division, with a 71-inch reach. But he came in to box on this night and would not be dismayed by whatever Gary Antuanne decided to bring him. And so Puello fought like that. He really did. Now, Gary Antuanne, who has enjoyed the luxury of entering this bout, having stopped all of his opponents, some due to his hands and some due to his mans, and that's the referee. The referee has stepped in and stopped several of his opponents for him. Now, that's not his doing, but it kind of gives way to something that a small sentiment may feel like he was getting some assistance. But on this night, against this particular boxer, he was going to have to pull this out on his own accord. And he tried early. He really did. He tried to be physical with Puello. He tried to punch hard with bad intentions. He tried to stalk him and apply pressure in the manner of which how he applies pressure, being close to the guy, being right up on him. But as I said earlier, Puello would not be dismayed. He would not allow that to intimidate him or give him a reason for pause. And he fought back and he punched back. And there was a round where he hit Gary Antuanne with a solid body blow to the belly, flush to the belly. And Gary went down on his knees. The referee ruled it not a legal blow. I was upset because the replays showed it, but I saw it live. This was totally different from Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois. This was a situation where he got hit in the belly and he went down. Now we know that he's been out of the ring for a long time. His last fight was in July of 2022. August of 2023 against Kent Cruz. My bad. August 2023 against Kent Cruz. We all know that the PBC fighters have been really stalled out in their careers. But to come back against a seasoned boxer, Puello, being from the Dominican Republic, was boxing like he had intents to win. And there were no adjustments from the Russell corner. The knockdown aside, there were no jabs. There were no situations of trying to set shots up, just coming over the guy as if he's supposed to get scared and shake and quake in his boots. I didn't like what I was seeing here from the Russell side. And overall, the fight was very competitive, and I'm not sure why the referee deducted a point in round 9 from Puello for holding when he wasn't really holding excessively. His tying up was tying him up to get him out of a position where he was trying to bully him into the ropes and things of that nature to get back into the center of the ring to box. It wasn't like he was holding him to stop, let's kill some time. No, that wasn't the case. And that's why I spoke earlier of him getting assistance from his mans, the referee. It happens in boxing. You see certain fighters get favor from the officials. But Puello came to win on this night. And when he received that split decision, scores of 114 to 113, 115 to 112, and for Russell, 118 to 109, that score was atrocious because there was no way that he won that many rounds in this particular fight. But what I loved about the overall outcome was that the right man got the decision. Now, Puello deserves a title shot against the WBC champion. That would be Devin Haney. Or is it Devin Haney? Because this is an interim title. And as I said before, when we're looking at these guys and they think about moving up or unifying or going for undisputed, fighters like this sometimes get lost in the dust. But I do believe he deserves that shot. There's a current mandatory challenger. I believe that's Sandor Martin. And I do believe the Haney camp is negotiating right now presently for that opportunity between those two fighters. So Puello may have to take a fight or two to stay busy, but Gary Antuanne needs to get back in the gym and get back in the ring. Nothing's going to be handed to you. I spoke earlier about there being a shift in what's happening in the sport of boxing. This old guard of guys not being active, not wanting to face their contemporaries, that's kind of going by the wayside. And we have some young up-and-comers who are ready for all the smoke, who have yet to be tainted by the politics. And some of these men who haven't really taken advantage of their opportunity, they're going to be left in the dust. And the quality fighters are going to step up. They're going to emerge. So as these men begin to look each other in the eye, they're going to have to come to a decision on what they want to do going forward. Antuanne Russell, a talent, but there's a lot he needs to work on. He's limited. And I know the family is very stubborn and egotistical. And they may not accept criticism very well as they know better. However, inactivity and having fights against opponents where your attributes can shine, but you're not fighting fighters that will challenge you to be the best that you can be, will keep you on the outer rim and within that place of limitations. So you may want to rethink the course and get in there, and as Terrence Crawford would say, get active, because that's the best course of action. Fight 3-4 times a year. You're 28 years old. Get in there and mix it up. You have ability, but there are improvements that you can make. And boxing is just like the sport of football. There's always someone new ready to come along and take what you got, or take your place at least. So you need to consider those things. As for Puello, keep on boxing, baby, and don't rest on your laurels. Get out there, defend that interim title. Get big, get busy, get active. He has the type of skill set and temperament that I like in the sport of boxing. He's not afraid of contact, and he's not a guy that's going to back down. And yeah, he may not be a devastating puncher, but he will fight, and he can box. And that's what we need in this sport. But what do you think? This is Stormy B Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what your thoughts are about these two fighters, the fight that they had, and what should be next for either guy. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.